Oh, wow.
I got your back, cop.
Oh, my God. Well, I said nice things about him. I said I supported him.
Oh, that's true.
Thanks. Yeah, great. Now you just firing shots here.
Sick burn.
You just bring up W6 so I can make fun of him and, you know, pass it on. But Urgot banned away from Keen. TF banned away from Keen. Rise, people were telling me he was actually better in 5.12 after all the changes.
With the Q power?
Yeah, and it looks like with all the bans we're seeing from him this split, that seems to be the case, that his power got changed, isn't perma-root anymore, but
yeah,
teams still find him very strong.
Very focused on taking out the early perma-root, but it still is available later in the game, and he has a bunch of damage. Increase the damage on Q, and now you definitely max Q first. But we won't be seeing that this game.
Meanwhile,
lane bans here.
Yeah, no Hecarim for Haunter or Keen. You could consider it being 3. I like how they're completely different classes of champions, and you can consider it 3 mid lane bans.
Yeah.
The fighter tank, the marksman, and the mage. Yeah, those are Keen bans.
It's definitely fun how dynamic how dynamic so many champions have become that we can take them to so many different roles.
Yeah, and how dynamic players are as well. It always surprised me a little bit that players were lane experts and not champion-style experts.
Yeah.
Where like top laners play mages and fighters. Like, why not just like have a fighter player and a mage player and just move them around? But it doesn't really matter too much. Sivir and Nautilus for Gravity. We've only seen Nautilus top lane so far today, to my recollection. I don't think I've got that one wrong.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, CLG get Afro Moo, so gonna feel good about that.
I like it, even though you don't like doing name jokes. It was all right. All right, so CLG, second round here, facing the Sivir, Kalista banned, and they do have a double lift on their team. I always root for a Vayne in this situation, but
yeah, she's so much fun.
opting for the
Safe
snowball
backline.
carry. Interesting.
All right, giant frontline for CLG. The Gragas Alistar's there. Rek'Sai available. Gravity won it.
Yeah, Alistar with Jinx is actually a pretty good combo. People underestimate the Alistar headbutt pole into Flame Chompers. It's a very long CC duration there.
Yeah. Yeah, and Jinx has a damage follow-up for that stun chain to matter enough to turn into a kill. Definitely an important aspect of that one. So, good comp so far. Gravity take another Shen for themselves. That means that we're going to see support or top lane Nautilus or Shen, and in fact means the other one's going to go in the other role with a jungle Nidalee in for move.
Yeah, I'm actually trying to think which one I would rather have top. I'd probably rather have Shen top, just because there are multiple ways that he can affect the rest of the map. So I would vote for Gravity to go with support Nautilus and top Shen, even though a couple specific LCS players have been really, really enthusiastic about support Shen.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, Haunter hasn't played either of these champions top lane yet, and Bunny's only played one support Nautilus game. So
I feel like there was a set of the scrim groups though this last weekend that support Nautilus did really well, or top lane Nautilus did really well, because we've seen it so much already.
Yeah.
And I feel like Gravity were in that group, but we will have to wait and see. Nidalee locked in for the jungle for them for move. Interesting, because he's been so focused on being a support jungler and not really looking to get himself fed, try and take over a game. He's all about the vision. Nidalee now, she is amazing at scuttler control, so that can definitely play into it.
Yeah. You heard Rush say that he thought his Nidalee got better since Runeglaive. He said, my win rates went up with the champion, so he says it's better than Magus. That's one man's opinion. We can see what other people say, but move looking at it regardless. CLG, by the way, did go with a mid lane Lulu for Poe Belter.
Well, I actually was talking to Rush about Runeglaive and Magus because I'm not a fan of the item.
Okay.
He agreed with me that it is weaker right when you get it. You have less power, less killing power. However, the intangibles that you get with it are, with Nidalee, your auto attacks being more powerful makes it easier for you to land spears because you can threaten people with basically Sheen-empowered auto attacks really early on, and you can hold your spear for longer. And so it makes it a lot easier to threaten people without having to pull the trigger.
Cool.
And so he feels like his accuracy has gone up with the item, which is not something you really consider when just looking at the stats and gold value of the base item. It's funny to me that the best part of Runeglaive is that it turns things into magic damage. So it's best utilized outside of the jungle.
Yeah.
With solo laners.
Yeah, and also we saw him not have to go Trailblazer as well. He brought Chilling Smite for the first time I've seen it on Nidalee. We normally saw only Trailblazer on her, so
that's the other part of increasing the accuracy.
You slow them down.
Because you can slow people down. because of the mana restore.
All right, well, the last pick for Keen was Orianna, by the way. I believe he's played that one already for himself. So a lot of CC. Gravity not playing, or putting a lot of their damage, I have to say, into the jungler now with Move playing Nidalee. Otherwise, a bunch of ways to start fights, and it was, by the way, top Nautilus support Shen was the last few pickups for Gravity. It's where they put the champions.
I've been wrong.
Fun comps. I've been wrong more than you, so it's okay. Let's take a look at those comps one more time and tell us who you think is going to come out on top in this game. Tweet at LOL Esports, use the hashtag CLGwin or hashtag GVwin, and let us know who you think is going to win this one. It's going to be a fun match. All you guys at home, it's going to be great. All you guys in the audience, it's going to be awesome as well. And we are in for a battle for second place. CLG and Gravity looking to grab that one for themselves. Of course, Team Liquid hot on their heels with a recent win. We'll see how these two teams end their Saturday. The first game of 5.12 for these two teams. And Move says Nidalee's back.
Rush already said it.
That's true. Well, he echoed that Nidalee was back.
Hey. Was he banned this game? Can't remember.
Echo was not. He seems like he's fallen off.
Yeah. All right, well, let's take a look at Move's early game. CLG already with posturing around the bush that cost them game last weekend. They already covered their footsteps as well with the defensive ward here. Interesting. Because they almost got Afromu in a position where he could cut them off, but they collapsed a little bit early. I have to wonder if they might have been able to wait a bit longer to let Afromu get around the other side. If they could have cut someone off there. No go though. CLG catch nobody in the early invade. They do get way more information though.
Exactly. They actually managed to stop all the aggressive warding that Gravity could have had. So CLG know the jungle start and Gravity don't. And the question is how much of CLG will walk out of the jungle versus recall to reveal themselves. I don't believe anyone was spotted leaving the jungle, either by recalling on a ward.
They knew that trap was there too.
It doesn't reveal though if you're too far away to be hunted. So Doublelift actually just
know that.
Yep. You take a tiny amount of damage and all is well.
That's good. Annoying factor, because I was factor of playing against Nidalee, getting across the map.
That's cute. So yeah, Move trapped all three blues at the start, so we got 3 pounces in a row.
Yeah, that's what solo lane Nidalees will do that on Wraith Camp as well, put 4 of them down. All right, so because of CLG starting the red buff though, I'm curious, I'm still watching Move's early jungle because they should know that CLG is starting in that quadrant, and he's still opted to start on his blue buff. So CLG have way more territory to work with here, a little bit safer. Let's see if Zion Spartan can get into position and maybe try and defend. It looks like they won't even try and defend their red, actually.
He's going to go for XP.
He's going to go for EXP in lane, and Smithy is not going to waste any time going to that side of the map. He's just going to go to his own blue. So Move will be free, Nidalee, especially with blue buff. She'll be able to heal up and jungle to her heart's content.
What's interesting though, in mirrored lanes, both teams were able to get a buff steal. Move smites early to get his health back up, but that will give the risk of it getting stolen. That won't happen though, because he has to kite this around and just play around the spells.
Yeah.
Nidalee mechanics. Oh, jeez.
I mean,
like not even.
Yeah.
All right, you know better than I do. I mean, it was fine.
Since she can root any of her abilities, makes it a lot easier.
Okay.
All right, well, he's going to leave the Raptor camp up, at least. So he won't take everything from the bottom side of Smithy. Meanwhile, 2 vs 2 being called up top. So far, Sivir has been denied the shove. Doublelift has more minions to claim here, so they could get a lead.
Stun on a bunny just means Doublelift kills minions though. It will be a CS lead for the CLG duo lane, so props to them for getting extra farm. They're up about 3 minions overall, all said and done.
I knew I should have talked to Saint about the Shen support before this weekend. Basically just throw daggers though.
Yep.
Build health, ultimate win when it comes up.
Yep. Have your team call for you. Shen, ult me. Okay. Use the sidebar so you don't have to even like leave the screen around.
Got it. Basically, you know, Shen coming back had a lot to do with the several buffs that were stacked up over a couple of patches. You know, improving a passive, adding magic resist. Finally just hit the break point.
Oh, careful, Zion Spartan, rooted up by Hanser.
All right, Move going in for his first attempt. Gets a couple hundred health off of Pobelter and burns through the shield, but that's it.
All right, so Pobelter playing defensively enough, dodged the Javelin. He knows, of course, that Nidalee's on his left side, and that was an easy enough dodge for the CLG mid laner. Hanser's going to TP back into the top lane, so Swapperoni's coming through from Gravity here. They want to put their dual lane back by the Dragon. It looks like CLG have the exact same idea, although Gravity was there first. Altek could shove in, deny a bit of farm. Double Doran's Blade versus Pickaxe, so an item lead for Doublelift in this 2-on-2.
Yeah, pretty big one, actually. See, this CLG duo lane has been able to take over the early game for CLG. Most of their problems have arisen once they got to teamfight phase. Aphromoo on favorite champion, though. And looking for those combos. Even though Sivir can spell shield, Alistar can hold on to the Pulverize for a bit after the headbutt. If he's expecting the spell shield on headbutt, they won't move away anyway.
Yeah, it becomes a weird guessing game. Of course, Doublelift can always fish for zaps to try to make Altek spell shield early. I saw that in the Corki Alistar lane, actually, which I really like because Corki Phosphate Bombs are so commonly spell shielded.
Yeah.
You have these 22-second long windows where you can't block headbutt Pulverize anymore. Either way, not the lane.
Yeah, not a lot of early action going down either, and I have to say, I would favor Gragas if there's, if Nidalee's not able to get much done as far as early action is controlled. With the team comps that they've set up for this matchup, I feel like Gragas is going to bring a lot more to CLG than Nidalee will to Gravity later. But yeah, it's far in the future, and right now Gragas is going for a move up top. Pretty far away.
Zion Spartan should hit 6 off this wave.
Smithy will not, though, so they won't have the Gragas ult, which is, I think, what you need for a kill in this situation.
Yeah, Hanser at 6, and CLG says, you know what, it seems unlikely. Zion walks back to Trinket Ward the river, and they're really praying that Hanser pushes this out. It will shove now down to this brush.
Smithy would have to wait here for 2 or 3 waves, though. Probably 3 waves to get his level 6, so I think they're just looking to go without it. There's the flash, yeah. So, yeah, no kill pressure without the ult, but are able to get his summoner.
Zion's got Equalizer.
Successful worth.
Yeah. Pretty solid stuff. All right, blue buff respawn. Gravity did start on this side of the jungle. This will go pretty clean and easy to Keen. No misplay there. Dual lane still stacking up. 14 minion lead for Doublelift and Aphromoo. For all of CLG's somewhat struggles, his dual lane consistently performs in the laning phase.
It is getting outweighed, though, by Hanser CS lead over Zion in the swapping back of lanes. So the other side of the map is basically where Gravity's gold is concentrated. And Hanser has really stepped up 14 Gravity this split as well.
Yeah.
Good for them to get him fairly fed early. He's been a playmaker for the team. Yes, he has had some problems with the R button on a couple of teams.
Yeah.
But overall, vastly improved performance from him this split. Here comes Smithy.
Flash Pulverize into the choppers into the head, but Altek's got nowhere to go. First blood goes over to Smithy. Wasn't really part of it, but I guess he could take the 400 gold anyway.
Yeah, we did get to see that combo we were looking for with the Alistar into Jinx, though.
Yeah.
So that was on display. Smithy comes in to top it off and secure his kill.
Really clean. That only ties the gold. Gravity are winning by CS so much, and now seeing Smithy bot lane move, wants to make some plays down here, but he won't go for it. Hanser just going to recall, and Move will steal a blue buff, which is pretty good.
Yeah.
CLG get a dragon, but a blue buff advantage for the mid lane of Gravity should help Keen quite a bit.
Move has been able to jungle very quickly in Italy. You can say that for him, even though Smithy has had better games.
All right, so just a tied game. A minor trade of jungle objectives. Gravity holding on to their average stats. CLG on pace to maybe do the same.
Yeah. And with that kill, CLG have brought the gold back in line as well. So just up the objective.
It's actually interesting to point out, looking at Zion Spartan's build choice now, he's going towards Abyssal Scepter. From what I know of top lane Nautilus, his early levels are fine, he trades okay, then he falls off, as really the E is the only damage skill. And Zion Spartan giving that some respect by rushing the Abyssal for the MR to not lose trades so hard. He will help Lulu's damage as well with his build, but otherwise delaying the typical core items of Rumble by not getting a Leandry's early, not getting a Zhonya's early.
I do like the sort of defensive nature of it since he is down in CS, you know, from lane swapping back and forth. I feel like he lost out on one wave when they were swapping back.
Yeah, I think
and
so.
that's one of the waves that went over to double lift. But it may have emerged. It also started emerging, you know, just in the 1 versus 1. So more defensive in nature. Do like it. He will still be a big factor for the Dragon fight.
Yeah.
They do have the timer for the next one to come up. And Alistar is a great setup for a good equalizer. Yeah. As we've seen TSM make use of.
It is worth pointing out it's somewhat of a triple AP count for Gravity as well, if you count Hanser that, with Nidalee and Orianna definitely being big damage threats. Altec really the only physical damage dealer. We'll see if that hurts him much. Good spell shield, but that means Afro could dive if he wants to. 22 though is defense enough. Smithy waiting in the wings though. He did blow a flash when he ganked top lane, but that flash is practically back up now. Pressuring the bot lane, and Gravity might have to give this turret up here. Yeah, and CLG able to bully that one away. Just the simple 3v2. Also, Pobelter was roaming over first. But now look at this. The Shenalty in towards Hanser. Move is here as well. Easy, early equalizer used. That's the words I was looking for. Kill goes over cleanly. Hanser holds aggro. Very, very tanky.
All right,
Nicely done.
Yeah, is it going to cost them 2 though? Sivir wave clear by herself. Alistar has ultimate. All right, so they aren't going to try and
No minion wave.
extend past clear bound. Interesting how they don't take top turret either for Gravity. They just kind of leave the minion wave there to die up against it. And they didn't even leave it that low. So
Yeah, that is interesting.
yeah, they're valuing the recalls and trying to get back and defend more than they're valuing taking down that top standing outer turret. Even expend the teleport.
Yeah, wow.
Early recalls plus the teleport used.
I mean, Lulu Jinx definitely pretty good at making turrets fall. Lulu with a great wave clear and can help keep Jinx alive. It looks like CLG playing the turret game could be good for them. They actually hold a gold lead. All right, Ward killed, might need to double lift. Now Dragon's still a fair ways away. It died at 9:04, so 3.5 minutes till that one comes back up.
I always feel like Alistar is so angry when he messes up his combo.
Yes.
Out.
Damn, if only there was a table he could flip, if it were to miss. That would really
that would
body
be an epic skin.
the table flipping Alistair. If
Right.
pulverizes nothing in range, spawn this particle.
So CLG have really deep wards on this side as well. They can continue to push in with the Jinx Alistar.
Yeah.
No Smithy backup though, so they will probably not go too deep as their deep wards have seen move, so they know move is on this side of the map.
Okay, they see him leave, so now they can try to play aggressive again, but yeah. Mid lane pressure, I think, is important as well. 12 minion lead, a small one for Keen here. Athene's done for both these guys, exactly the same build, down to the biscuits. Pobelter jumped on again, but able to shield the damage fairly cleanly. He's actually maxing Whimsy second, Pobelter. I didn't know that was a thing.
Support-oriented.
So the move speed to get Gragas or Alistar into the fray, I mean, it's definitely a good synergy with Alistar to start a fight.
And it is kind of a new look for Pobelter as well. For CLG, they've had him play Azir and Kog'Maw.
Over and over again.
They've had him as, oh, we need this extra backline threat. We need more damage on our team. So over and over, CLG have constantly gone back to that. The split, this is definitely a new look for them. With Pobelter going on Lulu and going for the utility-oriented Lulu.
It looks like move for, as much as we had called him more of a vision control-centric supportive jungler, on Nidalee he's taken 2 blue buffs straight.
I mean, he went Sightstone.
Okay. No, you're right. You're right. Okay, well, very vision controlled and aggressive as hell. 2 blue buff steals and the only kill for his team.
So, yeah.
Nice. Do you even have vision? Nope.
That was sick.
Oh, yeah, he hit some. That one.
Yeah, that one right there.
I don't think it could have.
Actually.
I think it only saw one. He expected him to move and hit the second one on accident, is my guess.
Gets points for both. CLG keeping up the pressure in bottom, though, utilizing those deep wards that they were able to place.
Uh-oh, Zion Spartan has the Abyssal, so the damage taken is much, much lower, but a second Javelin. Yeah, Zion would be at 100 health right now if not for that.
Everybody trying to move down for Dragon, though. That's why we're seeing the rotations through the jungle.
Oh, big hook, big shockwave! Keen gets the kill. Right in time for Dragon, too. No Pobelter's a big deal. Couldn't even flash. Stunned for too long.
Such lazy map movements from CLG here. I think that was just great job by Gravity playing off the expected behavior of their opponents. Dragon coming up, everybody's going to rotate down bottom. So they caught first Zion Spartan in the jungle with a bunch of harass, and then just turn around here and Pobelter the same thing, kind of catch him sleeping in mid lane. And no hesitation from Keen or the rest of Gravity, pop off ultimates, and they earn themselves not only the kills, but Dragon on top.
That was a great hook by Honk, and a great everything afterwards. So, predicting CLG well, as you mentioned. Looking good. Dragon number 1 to Gravity. The gold exactly the same. Turrets, 1 more for CLG. Kills, 1 more for Gravity. Otherwise, a identical game here for both these teams. Bunny Fufu will get the Gromp level. Bunny Fufu Altec, there we go. Gets the Gromp level 9 on him. iEdge already done for Doublelift, who's now up 50 minions over Altec. The perma push with the wave control has given 1,000 gold lead to Doublelift.
And I bet he's still mad he didn't get that first blood last hit.
Hey man, he'd have like 300 more gold.
He would have exactly
300 more gold.
All right, Afro gonna clear out the deep wards. Yeah, interesting how Gravity, we talked about how they didn't really put a lot of emphasis on taking the turret. All right, well, we'll pause on that turret focus here for Zion's move bottom. I guess he's not going to go for much either.
Good play.
Minion gold is guaranteed gold. Chasing that 80 carry down.
Yeah.
Maybe you burn some summoners.
Who knows?
But there's good money in that cannon minion.
It's true. It's about 15 to 16 CS for a kill is the rough exchange rate there. Minions a 15th of a champion. More wards getting cleared away. CLG starting to fall a little bit behind. And we're honestly just playing the wave control game back and forth, and we're not really seeing a lot of plays made. There was the one good hook by Hanser, otherwise not a lot being done. Gravity happy just to keep playing the buff control game with the blue buff steals they've gotten. CLG trying to use Doublelift as a battering ram. They realize that taking bot lane tier 2 might be hard. So they go top lane instead, but they're facing Hanser and Bunny Fufu here. Doing a lot of damage, so these guys do not have a lot of armor yet.
Yeah, Doublelift crit taking a big chunk out. Gravity actually wasting a lot of resources up top. Committing 2 that are ineffective. Plus the jungle was cleared, so Hanser and Bunny were not able to even collapse into the jungle and take anything there. There was fairly inefficient use, but
Altec push bottom at least.
And Altec will be able to get that turret, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
yeah, all right. So
he's up against an ultless Zion for the next about 10 seconds here. I don't know if that's going to turn into anything, but it's easy wave clear. Altec trying to catch back in minion farm. He's down only 40 now, so that got better.
Look how low the vision coverage from both teams here. Move trying to get some down for Gravity.
Yeah, it is really
low.
But
it lapsed really hard there, around 17-minute mark.
Smithy didn't go Sightstone. He actually has rushed for the Aegis. I think they're really worried about this mid-game damage of Gravity. Again, the triple AP comp in a way. If you count Nautilus and Shen together as one, like maybe that works out at this point. And just a rush for a ton of MR. It will be Afro going for the Righteous Glory, and Smithy, I hope, getting a Sightstone soon.
Well, they're definitely, this is a comp for CLG that's centered around team fighting, right? So they're building AoE, auras as well to complement their team fighting, especially since Gravity also have strong 5-on-5 team fight. They're looking to get the edge through item builds. 2 auras complete, magic resistance for themselves and reduction for the enemies.
And that may just work out for him here.
I think the extra crit right now is a big difference for CLG, having the Zeal completed for double lift.
Yeah.
Where Altec, because he's so far behind, hasn't been able to scrape it together or complete his boots. So even though it doesn't look like, it's not a full completed item, it's not a, doesn't look that big, pretty big difference there for
30 attack speed and 10 crit.
Yeah, and this is Infinity Edge
with an,
power
yeah, exactly,
crit.
with Infinity Edge. So it's practically 15 crit, 15% more damage essentially. Definitely a big deal here. We'll see if that can keep happening. Double Lift once again goes for bot lane tier 2, and actually a fair bit of damage dealt as Afro playing bodyguard. The turret goes down to 60%, so it's getting whittled away. But you're seeing CLG unwilling to fight the Orianna lane. Immobile, or you like to say, sorry, low mobility 80 carries. No, I got you.
Thank you.
Low mobility 80 carries. It is a nightmare to siege against Orianna. The ball being on the ground zones you. You will get shockwaved and die unless you want to burn your flash for some turret damage, which just isn't worth it. So Keen can keep his turret alive against Double Lift, the primary sieger of this team. And his attempts toward bot lane tier 2 so far not working too great. CLG try to ward this jungle up as Dragon's up soon.
Yeah.
We're at a two-turret game. Gravity now hitting a 1,500 gold lead. They've actually been doing better in this mid-game.
So at about 45 seconds is when I usually like to take the Scuttle Crab prepping for an objective. So, well, if there's actually timers off because it hasn't been up. It was taken earlier, so unable to prep it that way, but they do get some deep vision in Gravity's blue side jungle down. And that is very dangerous. CLG have the Rumble, obviously.
Ooh, the nice knockback on a move. He's got the ball on him. Shen ulti just jumps the wall. And they burn Bunny's ulti and moves flash for Smithy's flash in his own ultimate. Afro used his flash as well, actually. A lot of cooldowns used by Gravity, or by CLG.
Yeah, that was actually a pretty even trade, even though the cooldown on Shen's ultimate is really long. Flashes for both Gragas and Alistar are huge. Those are the two playmaking frontliners for CLG.
Yeah.
Now it would be on Gravity to not group up through one of the corridors. Don't let the Rumble ultimate carpet you. Well, they've already gained
move with the heals, healthy enough. Position in on Dragon. Haunter, just a giant front line, gets knocked up, takes a lot of damage. Shockwave catches the front line. Smithy's down. Altec on the run. Keen as well. They're grouped together, but they won't go down.
Double up reset.
Martin, no! Keen is one hit from dead. The crit comes through. That one won't, though. And CLG lose a kill, but force the team away. A near miss in the Javelin. A near hit, to be more accurate. Lulu ult ends, moves, steals the Scuttle. And CLG forced to push mid, but Keen might want to stick around.
Oh man, Double really tried to squeeze one more crit out of that rocket fire, and he wasn't quite able to do it. Even with the completed Zeal, the difference not enough.
Just
now
builds the tension.
Yeah, they are going to be able to take that.
Oh, Afro really aggressive, gets locked up. Well, the Javelin doesn't hit, but Move still gets the kill by diving in for himself. Zion Spartan low on health, can't kill off Move. Mid turret goes down, Double does not land the zap, a good dodge there. Gets rooted up, gets dissonance, gets the kill. One crit on Key is not enough, Buddy Fuba to take it up. Ignite is on him, he'll go down, but who cares? CLG lose the fight massively.
That's going to be the Dragon for sure for Gravity, plus they can split people and just have Keen and Altec push down the mid lane as well. So 4 kills, Dragon, and another outer turret. That's going to be all outer turrets going down. They open the map up for Sivir plays, being able to chase down CLG, just get Nautilus into range for his ultimate, and they can jump on them.
Well, that looks really good then. Gravity surging ahead in the late mid game here, 23 minutes in, 7-2 in kills. It was docile for a while, but Bunny Fufu able to hold the line. The rotations were fine, the shot calling was fine. They took one good fight and it all went well.
I have to say too, moves in Italy a lot better than I thought it would be coming into this game. All right, well let's see here. Afro move, crazy frontline positioning there without his ultimate deep into the jungle. And Double Lift still really digging deep, trying to grab some kills because the earlier one slipped through his fingers. And he puts himself in a very bad position. Haunter able to just go where he pleases on that top lane Nautilus. Super duper tank. Man, with the Frozen Heart Rush too, just spamming the Riptides and keeping up his shield. A lot of tank value out of that top lane. Nautilus at this point in the game just spikes really hard.
Hauntzer hasn't even bought health items, and the shield is worth 430 on a 12-second cooldown.
Yeah.
So he gets, you know, a lot of health back. The Riptide doing 220, 240. Up to double if all the E's hit on a low
Well,
cooldown.
it's an 11.5 second cooldown, and it lasts for 10 seconds.
Yeah.
So you can always have his shield up unless you break it.
All right, I'll take spell shields the stun. Hauntzer gets rooted, but takes no damage being Nautilus. Bunny Fuku looks for the taunt. He catches double. Shockwave lands, equalizes to buy a bit of time, but double goes down to Altec. Explosive Cast doesn't do nearly enough. Where was it disengaged when Smithy needed it for the team? Afro goes down as the second kill. Altec 2-1-1. The chase continuing now for Gravity.
Oh man, that Sivir Shen combo to get him in place for Shockwave. Let's see what else they can get. Move looking to corner them. Wow, they just start Baron instead. Lay down the vision, try and lay down the cover fire as well to keep Smithy at bay.
Yeah.
Bunny Fufu's going to try and taunt him far away from the Baron to keep him out of range.
Nah, no flash for Smith. He can't get into range if he wants to. Baron
Got
goes
him.
over to Keen, and now, whoa, why is CLG even there? Zion dies for nothing.
Top lane Nautilus paying off. And Gravity with very, very few missteps here in the mid game. Now with Baron's buff, even with fairly short range, they have a pretty powerful poke coming from Italy. Mook's got 4 kills on him, maybe 5 at this point. Let's see here. So Bunny able to get the ball just in time.
And Hauntzer moved to get, or not Hauntzer, sorry, yeah, Bunny moved to get the ball to pull Jinx in,
Pretty
as
sick.
well as to catch Alice.
Pretty sick play there. Yeah, you can also you also pull them back with taunt.
Yeah,
well,
he's ranged,
yeah.
but yeah. I mean, perfect play for both those guys. The big window off the taunt. Mid lane tier 2 going to go down after Baron. 26-40. Gravity super far ahead pretty early into this game.
Yeah, it's going to have to be Aframo and Alex to headbutt Bunny away when he gets
Smithy with the
man,
God, Aframu. Taunt lands again. Lulu buys some time, though. A really good equalizer. A shock from the backside, and Pobelter goes down. Smithy's still barely alive. Altec dives for it. He gets the kill. Ignite is on him. Spell Shield doesn't mean anything, but he survives it anyway. He's still up. He's life-stealing. A double kill now for Keen. 4 members down of CLG. Zion's part in disengage was not enough. Bunny Fufu the only death of the fight. In comes the push. Barrier pop just because he can do it. And this is going to be the game. 14-3, a 27-minute victory. Gravity crushing Counter Logic Gaming.
Yeah.
Taking the win in week 6.
Woo. Destroyed them there and pull ahead in the standings after that game.
Yeah. 8-3 now. They are alone in second place. CLG lost. Dignitas still to play. Very impressive. Very, very impressive for Gravity. They are a game behind first. They are 1 game behind Team Solo Mid. These guys barely made playoffs last time. Heck, last year they weren't even an LCS team. What a quick rise for the Gravity team. Very true. Move fits in well. Hauntzer credits his success to Move's jungle style. Hauntzer went unkilled this game, 3-0-11. 100% kill participation and deathless. My opinion of a perfect game for a top laner.
And Keen again. Keen back-to-back Orianna wins for the team. Versus top teams too. They beat Team Liquid last week. This week CLG with it. People often
Just
tunnel vision on his
funny picks, but
funny picks.
he's actually deathless on Orianna. 2-0-10, then 3-0-10.
Yeah.
He's 5-0-20 on Orianna. I mean, Keen.
And all it takes is a couple good shockwaves.
Yeah.
Both of them were very good this game.
Yeah, last time around he had a Hecarim to set him up. This time it was a Shen or a Nautilus to do so.
Yeah, Sivir boosted I feel like is the
Definitely
key.
helps.
Definitely like Sivir boosting up the melees for an Orianna team. It looks so easy for a Bunny to get in there.
It does, and you know, we talk about ball delivery systems. I know some Orianna players will E in, then they'll Q to get better positioning. This one, he was like, no, I just trust Bunny to move around with the ball, and he had the time to do so. It wasn't really disruptive.
Yeah.
Honestly, it felt like some misfires by CLG, though. They've got an Alistair, they've got a Gragas, they've got a Lulu. They have so many ways to stop people from going in, and Shin just went, taunt Doublelift, and CLG's like, oh, I guess Doublelift died.
Yeah.
You're building this comp around Doublelift. You picked him, Jinx. He won his lane, CLG. Come on, guys. But, of course, a great win by Gravity. They did what they needed to do. They won it under 30 minutes. And for a deeper dive into that win, let's toss it over